The oldest hockey rivals in the ACAC hook up this weekend as the St. Trojans play host to the Nayukes on Friday night. The Trojans are off to a strong start in the second half, going 4-0, but the challenge this weekend is a monstrous one. The Nayukes have played 20 games and won all of them. They sport a goal differential that's nearly plus 100. For the Trojans to have a chance, Austin Smith will need to play the way he did last season when these two teams met in the ACAC final. The Trojans men's basketball team had a tough first half, to say the least. But after doubling their win total from the first half in just one weekend, momentum might be on their side. All of a sudden, the Trojans are just 4 points back of the fourth seed in the South Division, with a big two-game series against Ambrose this weekend. Led by the strong play of Justin Makashar, fresh off a 33-point performance last Saturday, the Trojans have a chance to get back in playoff position if this hot streak continues. When one of your own has an opportunity to be drafted to the show, it's cause for celebration and major bragging rights. The Hitmen announced they have 6 players being considered for the 2016 NHL Draft. As Kira O'Loughlin reports, the players in the locker room couldn't be happier.
There is no other team in the entire Western Hockey League that has 6 players available for the draft. Of course, nothing is set in stone at this point, but the mid-season rankings are compiled by the NHL's own Central Scouting Service. The draft is in New York later this year, and no one will be cheering harder for the boys than their teammates.
All the boys are pretty happy for them. That's a big honor to be a part of that, and I know every guy's pretty excited they're on that list, and they just got to keep working hard, but we're all happy for them.
The Hitmen kick off a 5-game homestand this week, and after mixed performances throughout the last month, the focus is now on starting strong by setting the tone in the first period and developing consistency to secure a place in the postseason.
I think just working on our game every day and trying to get better, especially right now with our weeks off and only playing on the weekends. Just trying to get better every day and trying to build this team toward playoffs.
Of the 6 Calgary players touted for this year's draft, 2 are expected to go in the top 20 of the first round.
The Calgary Hitmen are currently 3rd place in the Central Division, so if the playoffs were tomorrow, they would have a spot. To make sure it stays that way, though, they're going to need to come up with some big wins. This Friday, they're taking on the Moose Jaw Warriors right here at the Saddle Dome. For St. Newsfile, I'm Kira O'Loughlin.
It was a slow night in the NHL, but a couple of former Central Division rivals battled as the Blues paid a visit to the Motor City to take on the Red Wings. First period, David Backus, back to Peter Angelo, fires a quick shot. Ty Ratty, it hits his pants, but it goes right in the net. Not the prettiest goal he'll ever score, but that's 1-0 Blues. Wings trying to answer quickly. Possibly, maybe. Pavel Datsyuk takes a shot. Kicks out the rebound back to himself. He has the whole net, but he fires it off the far post. No, now we're going to go back to Peter Angelo, who's taking a shot. This is the one. Ty Ratty right up his pants. You kidding me? Not very pretty, but the Blues take it. It's 1-0. Now, the Wings are trying to answer quickly. Pavel Datsyuk with the shot. Gets his own rebound. Oh, whole net. Nope. He can't do it. He missed the far post. Still 1-0 Blues. Now in the third period, Backus got more magic. He passes over to Dmitry Yaskin, who crosses the line, makes Green and Erickson look like pylons for a great mover on Peter Mrazek for the 2-0 lead. Then Alex Steen, oh man, he just gives Alexei Marchenko the business. You can't do that. He's going to the box. Mike Green slides it over to Henrik Zetterberg, who fires it past Brian Elliott. 2-1 with 2 minutes to play. Last-ditch effort for the Wings now. Gustav Nyquist gets the puck, and he fires it through a screen and a scramble in front. But doesn't lead to squat as the Blues, St. Louis Blues that is, hold on for the 2-1 victory. Yaskin's 3rd goal of the season was the game-winning goal, and Brian Elliott made 28 saves in the victory. The Anaheim Ducks really stunk up the joint in the first few months of the season. But thanks to playing in the Pacific Division, all of a sudden they're within striking distance of the playoffs. The Ducks were taking on the Minnesota Wild when Ricard Raquel blows a tire and he blows a tire right there. He decides to throw it to the middle of the ice. Eric Holla, Jarrett Stoll, bang, back of the net. Like it's 2012 all over again with the snipe. Jarrett Stoll. 1-0 Ducks. He's happy about that. Now they're trying to answer. Shea Theodore walks the line. A shot, tipped in front by Chris Stewart. All of a sudden, just like that, we're tied at 1. Devin Dubnyk obviously upset. He's also going to be upset about this. Hampus Lindholm takes the shot. Oh, hold on. Oh, wide open net. Corey Perry. You just got robbed, buddy. He cannot believe it. Devin Dubnyk, what a save. Clearly, though, Corey Perry was unfazed as he walks in and he goes tic-tac goal. Rickard Rakell making up for his mistake earlier. The Ducks would add an empty netter to win the game, 3-1 rather. Rickard Rakell's 10th goal of the year was the game winner, and Jod Gibson made 25 saves in the win. It's a busy night on the ice tonight, as there are 6 Canadian teams in action. The Flames are still on the road as they try to bounce back as they take on Columbus. A rematch of the 2011 Stanley Cup Final as Vancouver pays a visit to the Bruins, and Edmonton are in Dallas for a matchup with the top team in the Western Conference. Since last April, there's been one guy who consistently has people talking from the United States. He does crazy, wild stuff people can't even believe. Leaves you saying, can you believe this guy? Of course, I'm talking about Steph Curry and not Donald Trump. Curry's Warriors were taking on Derrick Rose's Chicago Bulls when 2 players on the Warriors, right here, they decide they're going to tie their shoes. So you would think that would be advantage Chicago. Apparently not. Harrison Barnes pulls up, puts it down 5-on-1 for 2 of his 6 points on the night. Then Steph Curry goes to work. He gets the drive in the lane, and then here, watch this. Oh, no, not too hard. Circus pass over to Andrew Bogut for that one-handed jam. Nice. Not to be outdone, Derrick Rose down the lane all the way against all for the layup. Steph Curry, though, back at it. Takes a three-pointer, but whoa, Derrick Rose gets shoved by his own guy. Whoops, right into his legs. And Rose gonna get the ball, and he's gonna drive the lane. Tough layup to go around Steph Curry. But Steph says, anything you can do, I can do better. Oh, I didn't get the layup, but look at this crazy turnaround shot. Golden State started walking away with it there. Steph Curry, now a one-handed jam. Boom, there. As Golden State wins, 125-194 to move to 39-4 on the season. Insane. The Raptors also beat the Boston Celtics 115-109 last night. They play host to Miami on Friday night. The Cavs defeated Brooklyn 91-78. The Philadelphia 76ers got their... Is this a typo? No, not a typo. The Philadelphia 76ers got their 6th win of the season in January against Orlando. And the Pistons won a high-scoring affair in Houston. The Scotiabank Saddledome plays host to both the men's and women's hockey teams from the University of Calgary and Mount Royal University tonight. The Classic was created in 2012 to mark the first year of CAS sports competition between Mount Royal and the U of C. The women's game is set for 5 p.m., and the puck drops on the men's game at 7:45. That's all for sports.